Hey, what's up guys? This is Scott here with Icon Vehicle Dynamics, and today we're going to talk about how to maintain your upper control arms and how to replace your uniballs. In order to keep your suspension working at its highest level, it's important to periodically inspect and maintain your upper control arms. How often you should really inspect and maintain your UCAs will vary quite a bit depending on how you use your vehicle and the environmental conditions that the vehicle is used in. For instance, a daily driven vehicle that never sees the dirt is not going to need the kind of maintenance that an off-road vehicle that sees trails every weekend would need. If you live in an area where the winters are pretty harsh or road salts are commonly used, it's a good idea to maintain your UCAs as often as possible. You're going to want to do this because road salts have a tendency to get inside the uniballs and bushings and other components and will cause premature wear and tear and eventual failure of these components if not properly maintained. To make this a little easier on yourself and to make sure this gets done on a regular basis, it's not a bad idea to work this in along with the other scheduled maintenance as part of your vehicle, like an oil change or a tire rotation. To get this inspection started, you're first going to want to lift the vehicle off the ground, support it so there's no weight on suspension, and then remove the wheels and tires. If your vehicle is equipped with our tubular UCAs, you're going to first want to start out by greasing the polyurethane bushings at the frame pivots. The location of the zerk fittings on the bushing housings will vary depending on the application, so you may need to raise or lower the suspension in order to gain access to these zerk fittings. Now that we have easy access to the zerk fittings, before adding grease, we highly recommend that you loosen the bolt going through the bushings. With the through bolt loose, hook up your grease gun to the zerk fittings and pump in grease until you start to see some excess grease flowing outside the bushings. This excess will just need to be wiped away with a rag. Now that you've got your bushings all greased up, before tightening the through bolt back down, I recommend setting the vehicle back on the ground, allowing it to return to its real ride height and then torque that bolt to spec. Tightening the bolt down in this way will allow the bushings to be stress-free at ride height and allow for the suspension to cycle smoother with less friction. One of the benefits of installing Icon upper control arms is our integrated dust covers. These dust covers come standard on our billet upper control arms and are optional on our tubular arms. The benefit of a dust cover is that it prevents debris from sitting on top of the uniball, getting down inside the PTFE liner, and causing extra wear that would cause premature failure of the bearing. The dust covers do a great job of keeping debris from sitting on top of the bearing, but it's still a good idea to remove them from time to time to remove any debris that was pulled through the bottom of the bearing and also any moisture that may be trapped inside from the seals and O-rings. Before you can clean the uniballs, you're first going to want to remove the dust covers. For our billet upper control arms, this is done so by removing the 4 Allen head bolts that hold the dust cover onto the arm. Once removed, save the O-ring inside because this will need to be reused when reinstalling it onto the upper arm. The dust covers for the tubular upper control arms are held on by a double-sided 3M adhesive ring. These rings are consumable, so you will need new ones to install it back on the arm. We have extra rings available as a 4-pack from iconvehicledynamics.com or your favorite Icon dealer. Once your dust covers are removed, you can go ahead and clean out any debris that may be built up underneath. We recommend using mild soap and water or compressed air to do this. Definitely no harsh chemicals and no grease or oil into the uniball. Any sort of lubricant inside the uniball will attract and hold debris in the bearing, causing wear of the PTFE liner and eventual failure of the bearing. So we recommend keeping them completely dry. Uniballs are often utilized in race applications for their strength and angularity, but tend to be a little bit noisier than an OE style ball joint. So while it may be tempting to add some lube to them to quiet them down, we highly advise against this as this will shorten their overall lifespan.